Say like Master P, do the bottle ride like TAT, swing it bang like ESG, G's and bottles like HSC. If I'm chillin' with girls, it gotta be a star. If I hold a white cup, it gotta be the bar. Blue, black, or red, don't touch my car. Screwed up, click, it's who we are. Sweated by lighters like DMD, 20-inch rims on GMCs. Space ain't flipping like MJG. Let the world know I'm sucker free. Light body boys, I'm just a G. Living a life of luxury. FLIP is who I be. Hitting the switch with AP. We millionaires and billionaires flying to show them rocky. The money you make in a year, I got that in my pocket.
Buy the car, buy the house, fuck the wife, fuck the spouse, throw the diamonds in the mouth, British rhyming in the south, back to back, track to track. None of y'all niggas can't fuck with that. ESG and Ray Shop, you know we making paper stacks. Buy the car, buy the house, fuck the wife, fuck the spouse, throw the diamonds in the mouth, British rhyming in the south, back to back, track to track. None of y'all niggas can't fuck with that. ESG and Ray Shop, you know we making paper stacks. Just let the crew clubs know that I'm gon' blast ya. Heard how you done, James Bird down up in Jasper. And Sean Grissom, baby, it's time I kill. ESG and Platinum Soul, that's 1,000 times a meal. So what's the deal? All the fake snakes, rattles real. Let it go out your grip, let it keep your steel. Nigga get killed on the battlefield. We poppin' pills and paying bills. Make 'em make deals for the street. They cock my pump back, fuck a contract. All y'all gon' get killed. Scanning skills, no sex appeal. How it feels, getting hit with a drill. Capture pills, send it here. And you know the crowds are real. From here on to Nashville, you know we looking trill. We still coming down with the woman and grill. I don't want no deal, I'ma stay independent. I don't want no deal, I'll make a meal a minute. Hit the mall to spin it, and you know I'm dripping wet. Coming through the door, polo down with no D and B-rating cheese. Nigga be yelling keys, some nigga be yelling hustlers, some nigga be yelling busters, some nigga be yelling glocks, some nigga be yelling nines. But to tell the truth, y'all niggas ain't got a dime. But see, we gon' buy the car, buy the house, fuck the wife, fuck the spouse, throw the diamonds in the mouth, British rhyming in the south, back to back, track to track. None of y'all niggas can't fuck with that. ESG and Platinum Soul, you know we making them paper stacks. Buy the car, buy the house, fuck the wife, fuck the spouse, throw the diamonds in the mouth, British rhyming in the south, back to back, track to track. None of y'all niggas can't fuck with that. ESG and Platinum Soul, you know we making them paper stacks. Buy the house, I buy the block, buy the boat, I'ma buy the dock. Great shot, top drop, now you know it won't stop. Buy the house, I'ma buy the block, buy the boat, I'ma buy the dock. Great shot, won't stop, you know them tops drop,
ESG, baby. Red Shop, baby. Platinum Soul, got your dope. Swanking and banging, thanking, though. Red Shop, ESG, Platinum Soul. Know what I'm saying? On the ride for the 99. All in your face. Yeah. What's up, T-Rick? Yeah. Pin tight, getting it on tonight. Yeah.
Going to the jeweler, bust the AP, yeah. Sliding on the water like a jet ski, yeah. I'm tryna fuck you on your bestie, yeah. Chop on crash, so do not test me, yeah. Blood drip, go woo on a bitch. 5790, spit the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tits. Poppin', but you really not gon' shoot. 90 pointers, time my diamond look like hula hoops. Hoppin', moppin', take her in the seats of my suits. Balenciaga, check my purse, Valentino boots. Woman, not a real, lot of them, a lot of reals. Never hesitate to give a nigga yellow tape. Ain't worried about the bag, cause the cash accumulate. Soon as we came in the game, all these niggas, they imitate. Put my mind on it, then I put my grind on it. Put the iron on them if a nigga my opponent. My code 500, I don't put no miles on it. I was running wild, homie, with 500,000 on me. Going to the jeweler, bust the AP, yeah. Sliding on the water like a jet ski, yeah. I'm tryna fuck you on your bestie, yeah. Chopper with this so do not test me, yeah. Rick Flair drip, go woo on a bitch. 5790, spit the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tits. Told my finger, got the game with it. Bought my purple ticket, got some rain on it. Nigga, we used to kick it, how you hang on me? Hop in the Bentley coupe and blow the brains out. When not the same, my nigga, we from the North Division. And with your brain, yeah, we bought you like it's an auction, ain't it? Get the chopper, 100 round total, like it's a apocalypse. I mean, it's your man that told the means I had to get it. Want you to be begging, please, you ready to whack a nigga. Gave a nigga a dummy, I had to cap a nigga. I'm giving your whole away like she a rapper, nigga. We get added, then we go pray with the plastic structure. So much to the jeweler, bust the AP, yeah. Sliding on the water like a jet ski, yeah. I'm tryna fuck you and your bestie, yeah. Jump up with this girl, so do not test me, yeah. Quick flood, tip, go woo on a bitch. 57 90, spit the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tips. Going to the jeweler, bust the AP, yeah. Sliding on the water like a jet ski, yeah. I'm tryna fuck you and your bestie, yeah. Jump up with this girl, so do not test me, yeah. Quick flood, tip, go woo on a bitch. 57 90, spit the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tips.
Microphone fucking crashing. I'ma swing hands while these boys try to wrestle. It's a damn disaster. Bitch, I'm a G. If it ain't real, then bitch, it ain't me. See, I'ma show ass. That's when I shine. The Texas hard hitter, wig splitter in his prime. Hard on the grind. No, I ain't playing. If you hold flex where you stand is where you laying. I'm a damn fool, call me the Undertaker. Fucking with the Titan, you done met your damn maker. I'm the mic breaker, the wood grain choker. I'm the most smoker, cell phone Motorola. I'ma show my ass, talking raw, naked nude. I gotta be a winner, cause I can't stand to lose. Hoes I'ma choose, but she gotta be a yeller. Call me AC, shit, I'm a cool fella. What's up to the coop, now holla at the sand. I'm talking triple Drake, Mike B, Kenny Red. I can blow kill, I can blaze hate. It's a damn tight posted at Santa Fe. With a damn star, I'm drunk off the bar. I done popped dope with remote on my car. Fuck what you heard, we the dirty third. Messing with the keys, fuck around and get served. I'm a damn G, the T-I-T-E. Fuck around with me, bitches are fucking P.
Coming down the street, flex or a street viper. Getting headshots from that bitch myself viper. Like Lil Kiki, I got 25 lighters. Know so much kill, my nickname Peter Piper. Started on the piece of priest, I'm now nigga tighter. Into in my cypher, pick you out just like a sniper. Striking like a panther, biting mics just like a tiger. Fuck a bitch, the shit I fit, get your niggas hyper. Hoop I don't know, but so why these hoes hating? Left and right blows and they're both to leave them dazed. And Esco Apollo got me looking devastating. Wrecking flows and ounces, so the pussy penetrating. Swinging, banging, ripping grain with my damn cousin. That's the damn patch of pills, we're playing a dirty dozen. Big Dipper with the clippers, got me holding main. Clap my hands twice to bring the thunder and the rain. I've been riding mic since I was a little boy. Singing in church and the boys been hurt cause girls they did enjoy. After school listening to the Jolly Boys sing. Now some years later I'm a freestyle king, yeah.
All niggas stand up. Little niggas stand up. Outside stand up. Born and raised on that note, so you know I'm thuggin'. 6'6" tall, buck basketball, a nigga husband. I ain't got hoop dream, I'm tryna see some coop green. Kicking doors, stealing cars with my little team. Tried selling rock for rock on Gut Bank Block. What I was making wouldn't work, risking being locked. The block hot, HPD stats 3 a week. Money low and lawyers and bail ain't cheap. Brother lock, cousin lock, so to hood my fam. Mama worried cause she knowin' I don't give a damn. Come home from work praying one day shit get better. Tears in her eyes when she read eviction letters. Can tell her shit I'm 14 but I'm a grown man. Ain't never met my daddy, fuck it, I'm my own man. Roll solo, snake niggas quicker than your eye. I stay strapped, I'ma be a G until I die. Know what I'm saying? Got to be a G to the lane that I die. Got to be a G to the lane that I die. Got to be a G to the lane that I die. Got to be a G my God.